Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video. Ava's found not guilty in Irene/Adela's death. Chaos erupts after Ava's trial concludes, and Lois changes her tune. Today on General Hospital, Lucas offers TJ advice, Portia reaches out to Brad, and Trina is disappointed in Kai. Please note that if you purchase something by clicking on a link within this story, we may receive a small commission of the sale. Related story. General Hospital spoilers December 9-13. Molly and Alexis arrive at court, and Molly runs into TJ in the hall. She thanks him again for returning her journal and says she has been rereading it. It's filled with all the places she dreamed they'd go. He's sorry they didn't get to make those dreams come true. In the courtroom, Christina thanks her dad for being there, and he says he wouldn't be anywhere else. Ava and Rick arrive and walk by them. Alexis takes her girls aside, takes their hands, and says they've already lost a lot, so they shouldn't lose one another. They agree. Court is called into session, and the jury has reached a verdict. Ava stands as the verdict is read, and they find Ava not guilty. Christina goes into a fugue state, while TG runs out of the courtroom and Molly chases after him. Alexis and Sunny help Christina snap out of her state. Christina realizes that is it, and it's over. Alexis says there is no more legal recourse. Christina simply says, okay. In the hall, Molly tells TJ she's sorry about the verdict. He asks how she feels about the outcome. She says she thinks it was a terrible accident. He points out he asked what she felt, not what she thought. He assumes she is satisfied and got what she wanted. TJ storms off and Christina appears. Christina asks Molly what TG meant and what is it she wanted. Molly tells Christina that she believes what happened was a terrible accident, and neither she nor Ava are to blame. Christina thinks Molly believes Ava's version of events over her own sister. Molly says she knows Christina believes Ava pushed her, but she believes nobody is to blame, and nobody could have predicted what would have happened. She is sorry for blaming her in the past, and she shouldn't have said what she said to her at Irene's grave. Molly wants them to move on, but Christina cries there is no moving on. Molly sobs that she must. She has lost her baby, her sister, and she needs this to be over. Molly won't hang on to this anger. Christina accuses Molly of being afraid to fight for their daughter. Molly says she has fought and is tired of fighting, and she just wants. Christina knows what she wants. She wants peace. Back in court, Ava asks Sunny about seeing Avery, but Sunny says Avery is better off without her. Rick immediately threatens to file a custody injunction. Alexis tells Rick and Ava to take this win and leave them alone, as Ava is still responsible for the death of the grandchild of everyone in this room. Rick says 12 jurors found Ava not guilty, yet Sunny will always be a criminal, and that is why Avery will always be in danger from him. Sunny won't discuss Avery with his brother. Rick says he has to, as he's Ava's attorney. Ava asks Sunny to think of their daughter and what she needs. Sunny tells her that she can come by tomorrow, and he'll be there to supervise. Rick argues Ava needs no supervision, but Ava cuts him off and says she'll be there. Sunny and Alexis depart court, where in the hall, Christina and Molly are still arguing. Christina tells Molly she'll never understand as she was never Adela's mother. Molly tells Christina she's done with this. More? Check out your favorite primetime stars and their family members. At the hospital, Liz fills Lucas in on Lulu being awake and back in Port Charles. Lucas asks about Lucky, and she says he's sticking around in part for Lulu and in part for her, given what's going on with the investigation into Sam's death. Portia interrupts them and pulls Lucas away to talk in her office. In the break room, Brad vents about how he has to see Lucas daily and thinks maybe it's a pain he deserves. He wonders if he's crazy for putting himself through this. Stella tells him he's human and the journey to redemption is a journey. Brad says Lucas deserves so much better than him. Stella points out this isn't about Lucas. It's about him. She tells him to be the person he's promising to be, but to do it for himself. She says if he can reflect on his mistakes and be remorseful, then there is hope for him. Lucas returns to see Liz and tells her he has been picked as one of 5 doctors to represent the hospital at a prestigious conference. Liz congratulates him as Brad listens in. More. The Spencer family reunion fans want. Brad Googles the conference and then delivers some test results to Portia. He then asks to attend a symposium on innovations in lab techniques at the conference in Miami. She explains that the conference is for doctors, and they are allotted only a certain number of slots. He offers to pay his way, but she knows this is about Lucas and trying to get back with him. She tells him no and to get back to work. Brad walks off, and Stella tells Portia she made a big mistake. Stella believes Brad paid his dues and is trying to be a better man and employee. Portia doesn't know why Stella is sticking up for Brad. Stella explains she is looking out for Portia, who is being very open about her dislike of Brad. She should try to appear impartial where her staff is concerned. Brad returns to his lab and looks over Portia's falsified report about Heather, but refuses to blackmail his way to Miami. He almost shreds the document but doesn't. He looks up the weather in February and sees the forecast is for sunny beach weather and dreams about spending time with Lucas. Portia enters the lab and tells Brad that his work has been excellent and that he made some excellent points earlier about improving lab efficiency. She has changed her mind, and he can go to the symposium. Lucas finds TJ in the break room and is surprised to see him at work. TJ says the verdict wasn't what he wanted, and he and Molly are separated over their disagreement about how to move on. TJ says he can't let this pain go, but Molly can. He is afraid his grief will consume him, so he wants to work and forget. Lucas thinks that's a bad idea. Lucas says they need to be on the top of their game to provide their patients with the best care. TJ says he can't work and he can't go home. So what does he do? Lucas suggests they hit up the gym and the punching bag. TJ takes him up on his offer. More. Legendary soap villain Tom Christopher dead at 84. At the gallery, Kai shows up to see Trina. He's in a suit to do interviews, and his coach says people want his insight. She brings up how some of his additions to their project have been insightful. Kai says, unfortunately, he has to focus on the big game coming up and can't work on the project. He explains he'll get an extension on their project. He can fuse his part with her portion, and it will be fine. Trenan is disappointed. This class will end before the big game. She says part of this project is a presentation, and they won't have anyone to present to. Kai asks what they do. She tells him that he has to do what is best for his career, and she needs to do what is best for hers. Trina says this class is important to her, and this professor and class got her interested in school again. He convinced her that he was interested in this class too. He insists he is. She tells Kai that she knows he's passionate about football, but she is passionate about art. She asks for his notes so she can finish the project and tells him not to worry, as he'll get his A. He gets a text and says he's late for his coach. She tells him good luck with the big game. Kai departs and Trina calls Ava and leaves a message explaining she won't be able to work the rest of the week as she has to complete her art history project. At the Home and Heart studio, a fellow spokesperson tells Lois that she's become a great spokesperson with her new accent. Brooke Lynn arrives and sees something is troubling her mom. Lois assures her nothing is wrong and walks over to see Haven. More. Kelly Monaco lashes out at internet troll. Maxie arrives and Brooke Lynn asks where Lucy is. Maxie says she's not here, and she has bad news. They have to make $75,000 in sales today. Maxie has convinced Lucy to manage the social media to raise interest in the segment and products and wonders if they should tell Lois. Brooke Lynn says no, as something is up with her mom as is. Maxie has another bit of bad news. If they don't make the money today, they will lose their spot on Home and Heart. Lois begins her segment, and Haven steps away to tell Brooke Lynn and Maxie how much she hopes they make their quota. She returns to the stage and takes a call. The woman on the line praises the deceptor and deception, and Lois recognizes the woman as her friend Franny from Bensonhurst. Franny calls Lois out for ditching her accent, asking if she is ashamed of where she comes from. Haven thinks they should move on, but Franny continues to ramble on that Lois has changed due to breathing all that ritzy air at the Quartermains. Lois says if this way of talking makes people think she is ashamed of herself, then this accent must go. She ditches the new accent and says she loves her family, all 8 million of them, which includes the audience. Franny is glad the old Lois is back. Lois says that voice was a deception, and the only deception she should be pushing is their products. Brooklyn tells Maxie that their sales are suddenly skyrocketing. Maxie can't believe all they had to do was let Lois be herself, and she won't be the one to tell Tracy she was wrong about her accent. Maxie tells Brooklyn they surpassed their target number. Their segment comes to an end, and Haven tells Lois that she did great. Maxie and Brooklyn inform them that this was their highest-selling segment. Haven tells Lois welcome back and walks off. As the women depart, Lois gloats about her success to the other model, who commented on her new voice earlier. Watch GH on Hulu $7.99. Buy now. Next on General Hospital, Rice Plaza hosts a Christmas festival. Gio shouts, "Nice things come in small packages." Cyrus tells Dex that he did not see Lulu on Halloween. Laura tells someone it won't work. Lucky asks Liz, "Who are you? And what have you done with Elizabeth?" Molly tells Alexis that if she sides with her, she'll lose Christina. Christina asks her dad if he has any ideas. He says he might.